Not far from the town where I grew up, there is a small village of Gayhurst in North Buckinghamshire, which has a very hidden but intriguing history. In May 2019, I went on a short walk through the village, taking a few photos of interest. I have now put this short video to show and describe some of its history. The walk commences at Gayhurst House. Gayhurst House, as seen in this photo, is a fine example of an Elizabethan house. It was originally built under the instruction of Queen Elizabeth I for Sir Francis Drake. However, Drake had little interest in it and is not understood to ever resided here. One of the most notable residents was Sir Everard Digby. Digby became involved with the infamous Gunpowder Plot of 1605. Though Digby's involvement was minor, he did provide funding of £1,500 to assist the plot. Following the foiled attempt to blow up Parliament and the capture of Guy Fawkes, Digby was arrested and sent to the Tower of London. He was found guilty of treason and hung, drawn and quartered on the 27th of January 1606 in Westminster. The house was used during the Second World War as an outstation for the Bletchley Park code-breaking operations. After that, it became a private school and then converted into private apartments, which it is today. Adjacent to Gayhurst House is the Gayhurst Parish Church of St Peter's. This church building dates from 1728 and has been constructed in the style of Sir Christopher Wren, though there is no evidence that Wren had any involvement with its construction. The shape of the dome is in a scaled down version of the St Paul's Cathedral dome in London. Next to the road that leads to Gayhurst House, one passes an ancient Persian walnut tree, as can be seen in the photo, with a fence around it. The tree is now the property of Buckinghamshire County Council to prevent it from being felled. It is believed the tree is over 250 years old. Near to the walnut tree is the Lodge House, which is on the junction of the road to Gayhurst House with the main Newport Pagnell to Northampton Road. This lodge was built circa 1750 and features two domes similar in style to that of Gayhurst Church. It is now a private residence and overgrown with foliage. When I was younger, and for many years, it was a public house named Sir Francis Drake. I can never recall going there. Sadly, the pub is now closed and the lodge is now a private residence. Walking along the main road through Gayhurst village, I pass this cottage, which used to be the residence of the Gayhurst gamekeeper. This brought back some memories of my teenage years when, with my father, I did occasional beating work in the winter season. The gamekeeper was employed by Gayhurst Shoot, which was a legacy from the Gayhurst estate and the aristocracy that lived in Gayhurst House. As far as I know, the keeper left in 1983, and this is when me and my dad stopped coming here. At the far end of the village, there is a hidden tunnel under the main Northampton to Newport Pagnell Road. This tunnel dates from the 19th century, when the woodland from here to Gayhurst House was landscaped with a public walk known as Digby's Walk. It ran from Gayhurst House through the woods down through the river, which lies a short way beyond the road. However, today the pathway and gardens have been lost, but the tunnel under the road remains. This concludes the short video on Gayhurst. I hope you have found it interesting. Please leave any comments you have. Thank you.